Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, Chrisnatha Derosier, certified life coach, author, and speaker. And I wanted to talk to you about a topic, and that topic is pitching yourself. Right. And so today's topic is personal pitching. And I know for some of us that can be a scary thought. That means we have to talk to people about what we do, who we are, and how we could be of service to them. And so I wanted to start off by just providing a definition of what personal pitching is. In personal pitching, is basically an introduction to yourself and your background. So it's like having an outline, having a pitch ready. Is just really important and a great confidence booster, right? So that's for interviews, future potential collaborations, maybe somewhere you want to work, and someone you want to go into business with, or a potential customer or client. And that can be done over the phone, in person, or even over video. You can use it at networking events, career fairs, you name it. Of course, ultimately, we would love for you to use that one-on-one in person, so that you can really get just that human connection, and really connect with the person that you are speaking to. So with personal pitching, there are some things that we do want to share with you today and what that could actually look like. So we're just going to jump right into it. Welcome to everyone who's joining. There's four elements that I want you to think about when it comes to personal pitching. The first one is your one sentence. Now, in the corporate world, we call this your elevator pitch, right? So your pitch, your elevator pitch. And it's basically a quick synopsis of who you are, what you do, and what is the value that you add. So you should be able to answer the questions, who are you and what you do, in a way that's relevant and exciting to whoever you're talking to. But here's the challenge. Can you do that in one sentence, right? And so think about that. And I think we all can do it. We may have to kind of shorten it up just a bit and save all of the details for when you're having your follow up with the person you're trying to get to know, right? And so to prepare that one sentence that we just talked about, I suggest making a list of all the things that you are and all of the things that you do. It might feel silly, but I promise it will be helpful. So, for example, if you are a baker, write that down. How long have you been a baker? If you are a coach, what kind of coach? Who do you coach and how long have you been doing it? Um, are you a writer? Are you a guest writer? And if you are, who do you write for? Right? So let's just continue to be as specific as possible and really peel off those layers. Are you a volunteer? What type of volunteer? Who do you serve? Are you a mom? Are you a wife? Whatever that looks like, right? You want to make sure that you are crystal clear about who you are and what you do, and be able to share that in one sentence. The second element that I want you to think about and consider is your story. So, when considering your story, I want you to think about, what are the defining moments and experiences of your life that got you to where you are today? What got you to where you are today? Why is that interesting? And is that connected to what you are pitching yourself for now? For example, let's say you're preparing an interview to become a coder, right? For instance, was there a moment that you realized that there weren't many women coders in the world, right? And then you decided that you wanted to change that. You wanted to be that change and become a coder and really change the trajectory of how women are seen in the tech space, right? So this is just an example. But if that's your story, for instance, then use that to your advantage. People love a good story. Did you grow up speaking several languages and then took a coding class in college that made you see coding as simple, right? And so there's just so many different examples we could use, but what is your unique story? The third element I want you to think about is your why. No matter who you're promoting yourself to, no matter who you're trying to connect with, you will be asked some version of the same question. Why do you want to do this? Why is this important to you? Why do you want to change the world this way? Right? Why is this so significant to you? And so that is something that you should already know. So you probably have a pretty straightforward answer to this question already. But I want you to take a step further here. How does your why benefit the person you're talking to? It's not enough to know your why. That's great. You should know it. But now I want you to think about, how does my why benefit this person that I'm speaking to? For example, let's say you're pitching yourself as a guest blogger on a gluten-free food blog, for instance, right? Here are some things that you could say to help pitch yourself as that guest blogger. Okay, just hear me out. This is an example of a pitch, or sharing your why, rather. I've been looking for opportunities to reach a wider audience interested in leading a gluten-free lifestyle. And I'm a longtime reader and fan of the gluten-free blog. On your blog, I see an opportunity to expand your coverage on dessert recipes, which is exactly what I write about and create for my own community. So not only are you sharing to the person you're speaking to your why it's so important for you to share these recipes, these gluten-free recipes, and wanting to just share that lifestyle with other people, right? But you also are letting them know, hey, I see that there's not much of that going on your blog. And so there's a lane that is open. And so I can fill that lane, right? So you're letting them know that essentially they need you. And so that's an opportunity and a way of saying, this is my why, and this is how it could help you. The fourth element I want you to think about when pitching yourself or promoting yourself to a person, a company, an organization, for a future opportunity is, why you? There's someone else that does something similar or the same, right? So why should they want to partner with you? Why should they want to hire you? Why should they want to get you to do the job? So I want you to make a list, another list. I know you may not be big on lists, but just hear me out. Think about or consider creating another list of all the things that you're awesome at doing, the things that people love you for, the things that people come to you for, the things that you're proud of. And if you're not sure, just ask people who are close to you. They will tell you very quickly and easily all the things that you are great at. And hopefully you already know what some of those things are. All right, so once you're done creating that list, I want you to ask some people in your life, right? And see if there's some things that they could add. I'm sure there are. And so you go ahead and add that to your list. And then once you have all that awesomeness down, I want you to pick out the pieces that feel most relevant, most important to whatever opportunity that you're currently going for. And then say them out loud as many times as you need to until you actually believe them. So it's not just you want someone else to believe what you're saying. I want you to believe what you're saying. All right. So the thing about like pitching yourself and promoting what you do to someone else or in another organization, right? If you don't think that you deserve this opportunity, no one else will believe that too. And so people can sense your confidence. And so I want you to say all of these amazing and awesome things about yourself until you believe them. Once you believe them, now it's easier for someone else to believe them too. All right. I know it can be nerve-wracking, but you can do this. All right. And so that's what I want you to think about. Do go and show up big. Show up big. Be your full self. Be clear about what you do, how you help others. Just think about your resume. Think about your experience. Think about people who you've impacted, right? And so sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm not at a place where I can do this. Yes, you are. You've already made an impact. You've already changed lives. You've already become an expert in the area in which you are your best self. And so why not be able to share that with other people so they can benefit from all the awesomeness that you have to offer? So once again, the first element is your one sentence, right? And number two is your story. Number three is your why. And number four is why you. Why you? And so I want you to go out there and pitch yourselves, be confident, um, square up those shoulders, put your head up, right? And let people know I am here to take up space, honey, and you need me on your team. And this is why. This is why I'm dope. I have something to say, I have something to offer, and it will be such an asset to your company, your organization, or for this potential future collaboration. So let me know how y'all doing. Let me know what comes from all of this goodness and awesomeness and all of this pitching, because I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's step out of our comfort zones and let's make it happen. We don't have to be quiet. If we want something, it's our time to step out and go get it. All right. So guys, I'm Chrisnatha Derosier, certified life coach, author, speaker, and your hostess for the Masterpiece Lounge. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you soon. Until then, be well.